contested match. Players coming out on the pitch, the fans on their feet, electricity in the stadium. So glad to have you with us wherever you may be joining us from. Happy New Year's to you and yours. This is the match everybody was looking for from yesterday when we saw Faith. A lot of Hartford Harpooner guys we've seen in the past here, Freetail Sevens. There is talent on both of these rosters, not just the 7 on the pitch, but on the bench as well.
A couple to keep an eye out there for as well on the Faith side. Alassio Naduva, he's a new player to this squad, but boy, has he put on a performance. A couple of hat tricks already. And on the NAV side, Corey Jones leads the way for the most part, distributing the ball all across the pitch. Should be a fun one. Let's see how NAV's defense can hold up against a tough Faith offense.
Justin Hale is our referee. The Men's Cup Final, the ultimate prize on the line. Faith in the white with the black numerals, black shorts. NAV in the blue and red. It'll be Zach Pangolina and the Houston SaberCat of Major League Rugby to get us underway. As the sun sets here in Central Texas, we start to look toward 2024. Who will take that title into the new year with them? NAV unable to keep this one in play, and you would imagine there are going to be some nerves on both of these sides, as talented as they are. Neither has been tested thus far. Again, the semifinals the closest, and both able to win their semis by double digits.
Yeah, NAV's only given up a couple of tries throughout this whole tournament, I think 3 to be exact. But Faith Rugby has been potent throughout. And again, like I said, Naduva scored 3 in just about every match he's played, so it should be a lot of fun.
Here comes Faith, looking to spin it out wide. Lakalawa gets it. Here comes number 9 with the scrum half. Faith trying to find a bit of space there is Silo, Junior Silo, right up the middle, the big man making meters the hard way. Held on to Faith, trying to find a bit of space to exploit. Here they come, flying forward. Faith Rugby on the front foot. It's Sunitoga, and it's going to be Faith on top. Lino Sunitoga with the opener.
Brilliant stuff. Again, we have praised this NAV defense throughout, not leaving any gaps, nothing to be had for most of the offenses, but Faith just have a knack to be able to find that open gap, had space on the far side of the pitch, and Sunitoga took it home the distance with fantastic speeds here.
10 seconds.
The chase was on, but just too much pace, and they were not going to be able to get him. Waters tried to give chase, but no go.
Sunitoga, Fijian-born, now calling San Antonio home. Just his 3rd year playing rugby. And there is a ton of talent on this side. And as oddly as it may seem, Tim, some new additions to the rugby world. You look at this Faith roster, some of these men have been playing for just a few years, but they've taken to it like a fish to water.
Now they really have, again, an offshoot of this Hartford Harpooners squad. They've been a perennial powerhouse. Faith Rugby's first dabble into Freetail Sevens last year, and they have really come committed here in 2023.
Here comes the facilitator, Corey Jones for NAV, looking to respond immediately. Oh, what a move from Jones, still with it. Out wide, here comes Moala. Big Simi Moala steamrolling across. He will not be denied, dots it down right behind the pad. What a response from NAV.
And we saw NAV go down for the first time in the entire tournament earlier in the day, and boy, did they respond. I think 3 unanswered tries at that point, and another huge response within a minute of getting scored on. They're able to bring it right back. Corey Jones, as you called him, the facilitator, set a few guys to deck there. There goes 1, there goes 2, and then the final pass out to Moala, hits its target, and a big-time try for NAV Sevens.
Jones good on the conversion as well, so NAV on top 7-5, just about halfway through the opening 7, and we have already seen fireworks here in the Men's Cup Final. The top 2 teams, Big Moala, one of the new additions to this NAV side, mentioned Pangolinin, Rod Waters, Moala. That is an incredible amount of new talent to bring to a defending championship side.
And just anytime you got a one-on-one advantage throughout this tournament, they have had a big-time advantage in those one-on-ones. But here this evening, Faith Rugby is more than matching their skill so far, but a big take from Corey Jones off the top.
Jones nicely done, able to keep it in play. Pangolinin out wide, Moala looking for service. Simi now gets it. The big man looks to turn on the Jets. Oh, what a stutter step from Simi. Cuts in. He's brought down shy of the try line, but he gets the pass off in time. Heads up play, and it's going to be another try for NAV.
You just see so much pace from Moala, and then a beautiful drop-off, offload in the tackle, but Moala just so much speed. It looks like the defender had him, was going to chase him down, but too much pace, and then beautifully offloaded for the big-time tries. We take a second look.
Yeah, what a job here. We know the power, the pace that big number one, Simi Moala, has, but he is tracked down. You said it, has the wherewithal, the IQ to know support is coming, able to get an accurate pass off from his back as Jones splits the uprights yet again. 14-5, NAV on top after going down 5-0.
Yeah, so many times in this tournament we've seen that breakaway and then an offload just isn't there. Nobody home in support. The NAV Sevens has been excellent, not just on the defensive end, but they smell that try zone, and they've always got the support ready to take it home.
The defending champions looking to make it 2 in a row and off to a good start here. 2 minutes remaining in the first. They are so great on the set pieces, the restarts. Tim, we've commented on it on more than one occasion. Their scrums, their lineouts, their kicks, everything executed to perfection.
We've had 3 restart, a kickoff and 2 restarts, and Corey Jones has gotten his hand on every single one of them. The last 2, they've been able to secure possession here. But big time work when you got somebody who's over 6 foot, got the hops and the athleticism as Corey Jones. It is a weapon throughout, and you called it, not just the set pieces, the restarts, every inch of the turf they're able to defend, and so many ways they can strike against you.
Jones, the North Little Rock, Arkansas product, University of Arkansas Razorback. No stranger to the city of Austin, former Austin Elite man, former AG man. Played with the Herd as well as the Hartford Harpooner, so he knows a lot of these Faith guys. He's played with and against them, and when you get to this high level, it's hard to find somebody who's new. Opportunity here. Our referee, Justin Hale, on the spot. It's going to be penalty to Pangilinan and NAV as he will send it to touch. And watch out, the lineout we talked about, you don't often associate it with sevens. It's more of a 15s thing, but Faith, they use it as a great weapon.
Oh, they've scored multiple times off of that lineout, but one thing we got to not let slide there is the scrum. Faith has been dominant in the scrums every step of the way, and NAV held their own on that one.
You saw the cup just moments ago. That's what they're playing for, is the NAV coaching staff looking on. Bated breath right now as they know there's still a lot of rugby remaining. And a miscue, a rare miscue there, something you rarely see. Knocked on, and as talented as they are, not what we anticipated here. We will come for the scrum and see what both teams can do in this situation, as we are now just seconds away from that halftime horn.
Boy, we talk about just how potent those lineouts have been. They had the work moving, they had the hands getting it to the outside. But for a guy who has only been playing rugby for 1 year, Naduva was right there, got his hands on it, almost took it the distance, but just barely knocked it on. Almost got a intentional knock on there, but he had 2 hands on it. So just the single knock on and to put in for the scrum for NAV.
Naduva now calling White Plains, New York home. The Fijian-born man is NAV again looking dangerous. Pass behind, and now a little soccer. It's going to be a race to it. Who can get there first? Everybody flying back to the NAV side, and they will fall on it and had to.
Penalty, though.
And here comes Naduva and Faith trying to find something. Unable to get away from Pangilinan. Faith, can they score before halftime? Cut this to a 4, possibly even a 2-point game. Weaving it through. And get away there. Moala, and it's going to be penalty to Faith. Quick restart. Who else but Naduva heading forward. Oh, what the offload. Here they come. Another beautiful offload from Faith. Fans on their feet. Electric stuff here. Just shy of the try line is Faith. Now the reinforcements in white streaming in. And they've got it across and down. the first half, seconds away from coming to a close, and what a massive try that is from Faith. A chance to cut it to a 2-point game.
Boy, did they need that one. Excellent work all the way inside their own half of the pitch. Ball hits the deck. They're able to stab, kick it all the way through, and then excellent work as they get close to the try line, able to find some space. Masso with the final offload, and they're able to drive this one home. Nav 7's fighting every inch of the way as they dot it down to creep back into it.
Could not complete the conversion, so it'll stay Nav 14, Faith 10, but all to play for in the second half. The Men's Cup Final. Nav looking to repeat as your Freetail Sevens champion. Second half coming up after this.
As expected, happy with it. Tackles been clean, big tackles.
Ready.
Great work defensively, right? We just have to, attack-wise, we want to continue to move them side to side, right? We don't need to be too creative too early, right? Let's go ahead and move them side to side. The second to third phase is when they're starting to break in the middle. That's when we can start dancing, all right? Other than that, we've got to make our tackles one-on-one, all right? We know that they're coming in on the side, so stay your lanes for that that inside guy, all right? The only change we've got right now is AJ's coming for Zach, all right, boys? Let's bring the intensity up, all right? Let's bring the intensity up, boys. Yeah.
On the turnover, we've got to work back so we can get our depth, right? So we don't overrun those passes. So make sure when there's a turnover, get back quickly, get the depth, and attack the wide channels. Happy? Yep. All right.
Let's go.
Set the platform for these guys.
Yes.
Us offloading and bailing them out so we get to stay on front foot. They don't want to back up. They don't want to get in the ruck. It's one last effort to try and hit the ruck because they're not set. They'll start banging right into them, get to the edge. Spin edges early, make something happen, my attackers. Yeah. Finish on me, finish on 3. 1, 2, 3, finish!
Hey, I love you fucking boys. Let's go.
Let's go, Zach. Only weapon is All right, Zach. Need help. All right, here we go, baby. Zach, thank you, Zach. Zach, you're good, buddy.
Ready to get underway, second half of our Men's Cup Final, and what a battle this is. Nav, the defending champion, leading Faith 14-10. Faith, a try at the very end of the first half to cut the deficit. This has been a back-and-forth affair, Tim. Everything we could have hoped for.
Oh yeah, Faith Rugby showing that they've got that potency to be able to punch through this stingy Nav defense, and Mawala has been a force throughout.
We're talking about a force, able to bounce off one would-be tackle, and here comes Nav. Faith lowering the boom, and this one really heating up early in the second half.
Got the penalty too.
Here they come. Maybe a bit too quick. Who else but Aduba there? Alessio Aduba, he has been outstanding. You and I talking about it at halftime. He's just always in the right place at the right time. The IQ, exceptional. He's just around the ball, knows where to position himself.
Said it earlier in the day. Just a Fijian boy doing Fijian things
Well, that's not what I said. That's what he said. That is a direct quote from Alessio Aduba himself. Just a Fijian boy doing Fijian things, and he makes it look easy if you've ever watched Fijian Sevens. And here they come again, but it's going to be penalty to Nav, not releasing. A big mistake there from Faith inside the Nav 22.
Yeah, that's what we've seen throughout. They throw multiple guys at just about every ruck, and beautifully countered on that one.
They have numbers out wide, and that is where they're going to get it. It's going to be a race. Here they come. Flying forward. Oh, what a move there. And Nav will extend the lead. They make it look easy. And wisely got it down right behind the post and taking as much time as they possibly can. 19-10. They can make it a double-digit lead if they're successful on the conversion.
Jaquez Rabe dots it down. Beautiful movement there on the far side. Able to take it all the way home, as you see. Through the center of the pitch they come. Little fake. Joe and go with the behind the back fake, and then taken in all the way. Nice little cut through, and a big time try for Nav as they're able to extend the lead.
Jacques Rabe, the South African-born, now calling North Carolina home. He says he's looking for a pro team in America, and I have a feeling somebody's going to pick him up. If they don't, they are missing out. An absolute unit there out wide with speed to boot. 21-10, Jones successful on the conversion, and now, Tim, time starting to become a factor. An 11-point lead, up 2 scores. Faith, little time to waste.
And they're going to get a bit of a gift here from Corey Jones. A free kick at the center of the pitch.
A rare miscue from Jones as he sends that directly to touch.
Big time opportunity. Naduva leading the charge here for Faith Family Rugby.
Here they come. Keep an eye on number 10. Obviously, there's a lot of talent, but he is the man, ball in hand, that makes you hold your breath. Moala with the tackle. Faith quick to the breakdown, not allowing a steal opportunity for Nav. And as I say that, Moala somehow, hold on, and that's why he was able to come away with it. Little stay Faith ball inside the Nav 22.
It was Naduva hitting his nose dirty in that ruck and got the penalty for his squad.
Not the biggest man, but he plays a lot larger than his size, does number 10. There he is directing traffic around the ruck. Naduva at the back. Keep an eye here. Trying to find a way by Moala. 2 there for Nav. Just a meter shy of the try line. Almost lost by Faith. They'll give it another go here on the near side. Bruising across and dotted down by Faith Rugby. Tuataga with his second of the match.
Just power there, scrambling for it. It looked like Nav was going to be able to repel him each and every time, but a huge charging run. Just said, scooped this one up and just said, I'm going to take this. I am scoring, and the tenacity to punch it right through this Nav 7's line. Naduva on the deck, scrambles for it, but then a lowered head. Sonatoga all the way through for the try. Down by 4 with still 3 left, Kit.
The conversion up and good, and we have a match, ladies and gentlemen. 2:51 remaining. It's Nav 21, Faith 17. This is what we were hoping for. The ultimate prize, the Men's Cup Final. The battle we hoped we would see has come to fruition. Big kick here. Last time Nav was in this situation, they sent it directly to touch. That is a mistake Faith cannot make. High skyscraping kick. Moala there takes it cleanly. Timmy by 1, cuts it back inside. Oh, watch out. This could be it. Nav heading to try time, and they will. Timmy Moala may well have put the nail in this one directly off the kickoff, and it is all high fives on the Nav bench.
Faith was coming forward with it, trying to get it. They kind of lost it in the sky, but the one who didn't was Mayola, and he took it the distance, puts his stamp on this one. 2 tries in the match, and a big-time moment for Nav 7s. Just when it looked like they'd be able to creep back into it, Faith let in another big-time try.
What a take, Simi Moala, beautiful under the high ball and able to weave his way through. He has that rare combination of size and speed, power, everything you could ask for. He makes it look easy, but it's very hard to imagine how large a man that is running it at that pace. Again, he just turns it on, and as all the good ones do, has another level. 90 seconds remaining, back up by 9, 26-17. Is there time for Faith? Trailing by 2 scores. Nav another score that would knock this one away. Faith lowering the boom, massive hit defensively, but unable to come away with it. Now they do.
No wrap on that tackle though, Kit. Definitely shoved him to the deck, so looks like Hale may have a quick chat.
And Naduva pleading his case, but to no avail as it was knocked on. And now you're getting members from both teams and take a look at this hit. I don't know, looks like may have had the arms at least attempting a wrap there on the second look.
Just inside, but play on, it was fine there. AR was in perfect position on this near side as well.
So no issues there, no penalty. Simply a knock-on after the massive hit. And you can see the knock-on right there. Great work from our next level rugby camera crew. That was Newcomb who was unable to hold it. So it'll be scrum to Corey Jones and Nav, and they are in no hurry to put this one in.
Able to get their own ball back out of the scrums twice already, have NAV 7s. But on that last one, Faith really started to drive hard. See if they can come up with a huge steal.
They're going to need it here. Trailing by 9, just seconds remaining. NAV looking to go back-to-back as your Freetail 7s Men's Cup champions. They did it in 2022, I should say. Can they do it in 23 as well? And they are seconds away from doubling up.
Naduva was able to take that one away. Been problems back there in that scrum half slot. Took it away from Jones, but maybe just a little too late here for Faith.
Whoa. Faith around the side, a little kick over the top, and batted out of bounds. Big heads-up play from NAV. And there is the final whistle. No, hold on. Let's see Justin Hale taking a look at the watch. NAV, they were ready to start celebrating, but we're going to have a yellow card first. We are not done just yet. Still some entertainment.
Intentional knock on there. That ball was up in the air. If he'd knocked it backwards, would have been clean, game over. But referees were in good position, saw the forward tip. A scrum chosen here for Faith Rugby. They might not be able to come back with the victory here, but still the pride being shown by Faith Family Rugby. Exquisite here in this cup final.
NAV simply needs to get hands on the ball and send it to touch, and they will pull their second cup trophy. They are seconds away from doing just that, but Naduva, at the very least, wants to make this a narrower score line than it currently is at 26-17. Final chance here for Faith. Offside against NAV, so Faith getting some gifts. Naduva trying to weave his way through. Out wide he goes. Faith looking for one more, trying to get around Moala, unable to do so. Great counter rucking from NAV, but still Faith with it. Somehow able to get that ball out with the offload, and they're gonna have another dotted down underneath the post. Hold on, obstruction.
Corey Jones was looking to make that tackle. They had a runner coming through the inside, just crossed him up enough. Again, Corey Jones was there to make the tackle, got run into. Easy call for Justin Hale, but not the ending that Faith wanted.
Not by a long shot, as Jones will simply wait for this one, and I have a feeling this will go directly to touch. He will take a few extra seconds off. It will the facilitator. Jones and NAV back-to-back men's cup